Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto channel. Morning, y'all. What's going on? How is everybody this morning? We are live. It is Friday. Sorry, guys. It is Friday. Bitcoin, I don't know what Bitcoin is doing. We're going to have to take a look. Bitcoin, we got in a trade this morning, though. Get in a pretty good trade. On the news, I'll let you know in Discord, the news was coming out. Did you guys catch it? I told you you had to be prepared. It was fast. And you know, when these news reports go out, just for you Discord folks who like to trade them, I usually give you my trades, right? I tell you, hey, I just went long on Bitcoin, short, whatever, altcoin trade. There's just no time. When a report comes out, I mean, price moves instant. So by the time I see the report, enter my trade, and then come type it, you've probably missed the move, if not a lot of the move. Either way, you're going to get a bad entry. So on news reports, if you're going to trade them, I'll kind of give you the heads up and reminder that they're coming, but you're pretty much on your own to click that refresh button and enter your trade accordingly. So there's just not enough time. It's not that I don't want to. It's just by the time I did it, I would feel bad if you jumped in the trade after it was, you know. Sometimes on news reports, I'm in and out of a trade in 10 seconds, literally. So gotta kind of watch out for those. Let's see who's here. We're a little short crew this morning. We got West Coast. What's up, bro? Max. Morning. Got a little poll in chat, guys. I am curious. I just listed 4 alts. I'm sure there are others that you're interested in, but of those 4, I'm curious as to which you are the most interested in. Which do you think will perform the best? Which are you the most interested in buying? Of those 4, I understand you probably have others. So we're going to take a look at Bitcoin price action. Maybe a little shorter stream today, guys. I'm headed out of town today. We're headed to house number 2. We're doing some work over there. And headed out right after the stream. So a little flashbang coming up here, guys. John the mod. What's up, bro? What's up, dude? Flashbang, guys. So we had the news coming out. We had 3 reports come out. PCE, both of those were bearish. And I did tell you in Discord that of the 3 reports coming out, this PCE year over year was the most important. So that if they were kind of mixed signals here, with GDP was bullish, but if there were mixed signals like there was a bearish, a bullish, your tiebreaker would go for the PCE year over year. It would trump all of these others. However, in 24 minutes, we have a couple of other reports coming out. S&P PMI. So a couple of the big reports. Ooh, I don't know what I did. A couple of the big reports here that could change the direction of the price. So we got the market opening in a few minutes. Shortly thereafter, we'll have a couple of the reports. New home sales. New home sales is probably, gosh, dog, what do I keep doing? New home sales is probably the smallest of all the reports today. So much more interested in this global manufacturing PMI coming up. So we'll take a look at that in just a few. Let's head back to the Bitcoin price. So we've been talking about this symmetrical triangle that Bitcoin's been trading in really ever since the bottom, the temporary bottom. Bitcoin's bounced up and they've just been kind of trading this symmetrical triangle, which we hate. West Coast. Trump set to release the files on aliens and UFOs bearish. I don't know, man. I think it depends on what's in the files. Like, you never know. If it comes out and says the aliens are interested in Bitcoin, Bitcoin could go to $1 million tomorrow, literally. If it said something about crypto in those alien files, are you kidding me? Like, hey, we got Bitcoin technology from aliens. Oh my gosh, this would be the most bullish news you could possibly imagine. Other than that, big old nothing burger. Thanos, my main man. What's up, dude? What's up, man? Reminder, guys. Starting Monday, the U.S. market open will be for VIP Discord only. We're going to do live trading. And when you're coming into that, guys, I'll post it in Discord, of course, like always, and we'll do live trading. But just keep in mind, it's going to be a shorter stream. I mean, we may be on the stream for 30, 45 minutes. We may be on the stream for 15 minutes. I'm looking for one trade, really one trade only, maybe two. If we get a news report and it's a bit bullish and we pump up, but the overall day's bearish, then we might take profit and reverse short down or something like that. But really just looking for one good trade. If we catch a second, great. But that's really all that's about. We're not going to sit there and trade for hours and hours because I do want to do the comprehensive stream where we go over altcoins, macro, news and things like that. So this is just the prime time for trading, and we're missing some trades, and I think I owe it to you guys to give better live trades. So it's just hard to do. Like if we're sitting here right now about to watch it, and we're watching, and it's just boring for a lot of folks to sit here and watch price. They want to hear about what their altcoin looks like. They want to hear about what Bitcoin's going to do next week. They want to hear about, is the bottom in, blah, 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 which I get. I'm cool. I want to hear that stuff too. So just to separate the two. But at the same time, when I'm delivering that comprehensive news and analysis, it is in the prime trading window. So it's really hard to do both. And I catch some of these trades, and I tell Catherine at every stream, if I catch a trade and make $300, I'm like, God, I could have really made way more than that. I could even still be in the trade most of the time. But I close the trade because I can't sit here and watch it. I can't start clicking over on alts and and price reverse on me. Next thing you know, I'm in drawdown. I can't do that. When I'm in a trade, you know how the U.S. market open is. Very rarely does it just open and go. Usually it's like this, ta. And you just gotta watch it. So I can't do that while I'm talking about everything else. Anyway, I'm rambling. The point is, live stream for U.S. market open starting Monday and each day thereafter. And we'll do a comprehensive stream a little bit later where we talk about everything else. Now, on big news days like FOMC Day, I will not do the live stream for VIP. Special days like that, we'll do the U.S. market live comprehensive because we're going to come back later and do a special live later, things like that, where I just really can't do 3 lives in one day. So, but for the most part, that's going to be the new format. Salt Chain, morning, good morning. Made $3,700 on Fetch AI this morning. I gave you guys this trade. I gave it on stream actually, and I posted it in Discord. Let's see. Hang on one second. Let me get logged into my MEXC real quick because we got the market open coming in a couple minutes. All right. I gave you guys the trade on the Fetch AI. Let's take a look at it real quick. I put these orange lines. I showed them on stream, and I posted in Discord. And I told you, I'm on the daily, but I told you on the 2 daily time frame, when you get a confirmed closure below an orange line, 100% of the time you go to the next line. 100% of the time. Doesn't mean it's always going to be 100%, but you never, ever, ever bet against the 100% trend, okay? Yeah, you're going to be wrong eventually, probably. But until then, you ride that 100. It's so weird. I scratch my head so much because I see people, and of course I'm not talking about you fine people, but I see people taking like 50-50 trades, 60-40 trades, and when I give them like 100% trade, or trend at least, it's 100% trend. It doesn't mean the trade's going to be 100% because it could always fail. Or a 95%, like they refuse to take it because the setup doesn't look the greatest. I'm like, I don't care what the setup looks like. The trend is 100%. But you're going to go take that coin flip trade over there because the setup looks good? It makes no sense whatsoever. But people do that. It's the craziest things. You have to get comfortable with taking trades when you feel uncomfortable. That is where the trade is found. When you feel the most uncomfortable, that's probably when you should take the trade, whether it's short or long, buy or sell. Because that's the point. Market makers know. I mean, extensive decades of studies have been done to show when price reaches certain levels or certain percentages of drawdown or percentages of profit, how it elicits an emotional, psychological reaction out of people. And that's when they execute their moves, their trades. And so they know at what point we, as a mass study, we feel a certain way. They know that. It's scientific. It's been proven. So you're not the only one feeling that way at a certain percentage or certain price. Most people are. And that's when you have to buck against that feeling. You have to go against it because they know, okay, we're at that point where most retail traders are feeling a certain way. And so we can trap them right here. They know that. It's proven. It's easy. It's proven. So just fight against that and you'll be okay. So let's take a look at our, I'm logged into one Kraken account here. Let's take a look at this balance. This balance is $71,000, okay? This is the $50,000 account. How do I show? I'm going to try to show. People are like, oh, this is Photoshop. Well, no, this is a live account, bro. But I had this account since February 1st. I showed you guys this. Whenever I got the account, February 1st, we're going to go back there to February 1st, the very first trade. Here it is, the very first trade. We're on CoinBall, February 1st, 10:42 p.m. That time's not correct. I don't know what time zone that is, but I am never up at 10:42 p.m. I go to bed at like 7:30 or 8 o'clock. But then I'm up at like 3, so 3 a.m. Anyway, this is the first one, and it was $55,000. This is my $55,000 account, okay? So we are up, what are we at, 71? We're up $16,000 on this account since February 1st. $16,000 proven, guys. You cannot deny this. There's my first trade right there. Boom. Look, I just clicked it. I'll click it again for you guys that missed it. I don't know where it went. Where'd it go? You saw it. You guys saw it. I'll show it again, though. I lose things. Anyway, you can see the balance, 71K up top. Open orders, go back to the beginning of it, February 1st. Just in case you naysayers out there who think, because I know some people Photoshop and I know some people use demo modes. I don't think you can use a demo mode on Kraken. Correct me if I'm wrong. 55K, first buy, 55K, balance 71K, $16,000. And the other Kraken account, I screenshot this for you guys. I showed it live. This is the one I showed live the last couple days, but I'm in my other account today, and that is $73,000. So we are up 18 plus 16K. What is that? 34K on altcoin trades. 34K on altcoin trades in 20 days. 34K. And a lot of you guys are like, wow, I don't trade with that much money. Like, I can't make that much. I don't trade with that much money. That's fine. That's good. So what is $34,000 divided by 110? That's not right. $110,000. That's 31%. So 31%. So if you're trading with let's say you're trading with a $10,000 account, and you've been taking these trades that I've been giving you, 31%, you're up $3,100. You're up $3,100 in 20 days with, let me make sure you're understanding me here, with no risk. No risk. Zero risk, because these are spot trades. Tell me how you can get liquidated on a spot trade. Zero risk, guys. The only way you can lose, only two ways you can lose on a spot trade. I harp on this all the time because you guys are going to learn. You're going to see at the end of, let's say at the end of the summer, when price starts pulling away, we kind of back off of probably in the fall, price is going to start pulling up and out of here. You know, the summer blues, the bear market, going to kind of start winding its way out. So we'll slow down on altcoin trades, which we're going to leverage trade the heck out of Bitcoin. I'm going to show you my total P&L from altcoins versus leverage trade Bitcoins. And you know I do some big leverage trade Bitcoins. And I guarantee you my altcoin gains will dwarf the Bitcoin leverage gains. People don't realize. People get so caught up in the dollar value. How much dollars did I make on this trade? And when I keep telling folks, if you focus on the percentage profit, not dollar, percentage profit, percentage will turn into dollars. Focus, but people are so afraid to take profit because they only made $600 and they wanted to make 6 grand, but your $600 may be 10%. That's really freaking good, okay? You do that 10 times, and next thing you know, you've got an extra 6 grand. So your next 10% is now like $900 instead of $600. So you're 50% more. Anyway, focus on percentage, not dollars. Dollars come in bull markets. Percentages come in bear markets. All right, off of that soapbox, Bitcoin. The U.S. market is open. It doesn't look like we're getting a whole lot here. A little bit of move. I'll tell you what was kind of good, and it's just really squirrely. This report coming out earlier really hurt things because we had broken out, and we're still holding it, but we had broken out. So we're holding the symmetrical triangle that let me zoom back out. I know I kind of got off on a tangent there. We're holding the symmetrical triangle that we've been dancing around in, right? Okay, let me zoom into the hourly time frame. We had been in this descending channel here, like this, something like this. I know it's not exact, but you know, it's pretty close. Something like this. However you want to draw it. You're going to draw it from there. Either way, we broke out of it. Okay? I know people are like, "Oh, it's not exact." I don't care. It's close enough. It doesn't have to be exact, guys. It's about the structure. It's not about whether or not you connected the exact wick. It's about the structure. It's a bullish structure. It's a bearish structure with a bullish bias, right? It's a bearish structure with a bullish bias. So we broke out of that, but then we fell back into it. So that's not good. But we're coming back up to it right now. So let's see if we can break out of it again. We do have those news reports coming out. Flashbang. All right, I've got the alarm set for these news reports, so we'll see how those come. Coming back up to it, let's see what we did on the Fibonacci here. Came right down to it. People overlook this fib, and I tell you all the time, it is the best fib. I don't care what anybody says. People will say, "Oh, your target is," and I'm not knocking other YouTubers. They'll say your target is between the golden pocket and the 786. So your target's between the golden pocket and the 786, like that. And when it comes in there and turns around, people are like, "Oh, it's a great zone." I'm telling you guys, when it does that, it almost always goes to the 702. The 702 is the sweet spot. I'm telling you. Anyway, came to the dang 702, bouncing from there. So technically, we're still holding this uptrend, okay? This uptrend breakout. So we're in a downtrend, breakout to an uptrend. We have changed market structure here. You can see a market structure change, right? We got a lower high, lower low, lower low. But now we have higher highs. So now we're looking for a higher low and another higher high, okay? This sucks. We got a crappy news report. But this is what we're looking for, and so far we're holding this structure, this uptrend structure, this newly formed uptrend structure. And we're going to see if we can continue to hold it. I think if we have a bullish report here in a few minutes, we're going to be okay. If it's bearish, we'll see. Hawkborn. John says, "I'm not up 34K, but the altcoin trades have been doing good for my bank account lately. I'm enjoying the spot trades." Guys, if you're not spot trading alts with us, not financial advice, but I'm telling you, when we show you, I'm going to recruit a couple of you guys to show me your P&Ls when we're done with all the spot trading at the end of this bear market bottom. Not even necessarily the next bull market, just when we're done with this little bottom consolidation that's coming up. I'm going to recruit some of you to show me your P&Ls, and I'm not trying to rub it in you guys' face, but the rest of you are going to feel really upset with yourself for not taking these trades. This is the easiest trading you will ever get. When I give you these altcoin trades, they're the easiest ones you'll ever get. I don't care if you don't make much dollars here. The beautiful thing about it, unless you need that profit now, you're accumulating coins. So if you have 100,000 Fetch AI coins, by the time we're done with this, and let's say Fetch AI goes to $2. I don't know where it's going. Let's say it goes to $2. That's 200 grand. Well, let's say by the time we're done with this accumulation, You've accumulated another 100,000 Fetch AI. And all that's only like 10 grand or less for 100,000 Fetch AI. If it goes to 10 cents, that's 10 grand. You make another 10 grand. You're like, all this trading for 10 grand. But if it goes to $2, you've made another $200,000. That 10 grand is $200,000. So now instead of making 200 grand at $2, you're making 400 grand at $2. I'm telling you, this will be my third bear market that I've done this in with altcoins. This is how I made all of my big money. Yeah, leverage trading Bitcoin's fun. I do it. We all do it. I give you my charts, my targets, my trades. That pays the bills. This buys the houses. I'm telling you. Just try me. Try me one bear market. Just one bear market. And the good thing about it now, I was telling you with alts, and we're just waiting a few more minutes for this report to come out, guys. So we're just kind of killing time. The good thing about alts, like, you cannot lose. You're not leverage trading them. I never leverage trade alts. That's a recipe to get wrecked. I know you can make a lot. I know. Just, I avoid it. I've been wrecked too many times. But you can't lose. Look at these coins. Let's look at Fetch just real quick while we wait on this report. We're coming back, guys. I'm not trying to get too off track. There's nothing happening until this report anyway. Let's look at Fetch on the weekly, right? Look where you are, guys. Look where you are. The only way to lose on Fetch is if something scandal happens and Fetch goes to zero. Or if it comes down a little and you choose to sell for a loss. You choose. But where price is now, there's a strong, I'd say 95+% chance this is not the high of the next cycle. Which, I mean, you come down and then this is your high, right? Chances are you're coming at least back up into here somewhere, right? So you can't lose. Even if you get in a bad trade, you may have to ride it out for a month or two till you come back up. But you can't lose unless you choose to lose here or this thing goes to zero because of some scandal. Sure, if you were trying to do what I'm talking about up here, if you were trying to do that up here, you could lose. Because it may not go to all-time high again. But down here at bear market lows, you really can't lose. Not financial advice. Just how I'm playing it and how I've viewed the market for the last 10 plus years. Max, good call on that Fetch orange line. Yeah, those are gimmies, guys. Those are gimmies. Now, I didn't tell you guys I was away. I didn't tell you guys when Fetch came down to this latest orange line. I'll go back to the daily. But I did tell you that morning. I did tell you that. I literally went over on stream that morning and said we had closed the 2 daily candle below this orange line. And I said we will come to this next orange line with 100% certainty, at least 100% trend. And that I would be buying there. And I just had a buy order set there. Matter of fact, I think I set the buy order on stream. I can't remember. Either way, I gave it to you in advance. Perfect bounce. And I told you when I sold this morning. Salt chain, get you all excited for the bear market. The bear market, I've said it before and you've probably heard it. Millionaires, that's the prison M, millionaires are made in bull runs. Billionaires are made in bear markets. Not that I'm ever going to be a billionaire, but the point is that's where the big money is made. Going to go buy some houses, plural. Salt Chain's buying plural houses. I'm telling you right now. Those of you that missed the boat on this altcoin trading, you're going to regret it. Got a report here in 2 minutes, guys. We are ready. Bitcoin bounced to 702. The problem here, guys, the PROBLEM is we have now lost point of control again. So we're stuck below the point of control, but we might can get back above it. For those of you just joining us, give us a little thumbs up, man. Thumbs down. I don't really care. But more importantly, hit up the poll in the chat, if you will. We're gonna look at some alts. Drop any altcoin that you want. I'm going to take a look at it for you. We're going to look at what I think your bear market target is and what I think your next cycle high could be. Okay, that's important as you approach your altcoin buys and trades coming up. Do you have a coin that has potential in the next bull run? In my opinion, that's easy to determine Of course, any coin could have some crazy narrative come out where they partner with SpaceX and blah, 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 and it could take off. But we're talking from a technical standpoint. I can pretty much tell you pretty good idea of where your coin's going. I did it in the last cycle, and I think this next cycle will be exactly the same. So let me know. Salt Chain likes the spot trades are just a little boring. Maybe I'm a little more of a gambler and like the thrill of the leverage trades. I get it. That's why I do both. So I get in a spot trade. I may sit in there for a few days or coming up, maybe even a couple weeks. Yeah, I get it. I have to do both. I get it. I fully get it. That's why I do both. I'm not abandoning the Bitcoin leverage trades. I've still been doing them. I took one live on stream yesterday for you guys. We made like $400 right here on stream. Not abandoning them. I'm just incorporating the alts because it's at a good time to do that, in my opinion. All right, we're less than 1 minute from this report. Get your trading fingers ready if you're going to trade. Drop to the 5 minute. Oops. Flashbang coming up. I'm going to hit the old refresh on the bright screen. I'm going to talk about these shaded boxes too in a minute. 15 seconds. All right, let's go take a look. They are bullish, guys. Bullish reports. Gosh, dog, guys. I'm telling you right now, if this PCE year over year was bullish, Bitcoin would be at 70K right now. PCE is a big report. Like all the rest of these could have been bearish and PCE be bullish, and this would be bullish news. But anyway, S&P was bullish. Both reports are bullish. That's good. Just that PCE. And the bad part, both PCEs were bearish. That's not good, guys. That's not good. So we'll see. Bitcoin getting a little move down right now. I think we can maybe wind our way out of here, though. Now, I can't trade this. This is not tradable for me. Mainly because we just didn't get a reaction. Didn't get a reaction. So if you're trading news reports, you always want to see the reaction, right? Just like anything else. Just like if you come down to support or up to resistance, you want to see a reaction, and we're just not getting a reaction right now. We're back in that zone. For those of you in the VIP Discord, we're back in that zone. Just that boring zone, right? I mean, you see it. It's just, look at this. It's the point of control, boring chop. Just boring. And you're close to getting stuck in it again. Just boring. So we'll see. We shall see. Let's check on those alts. We were at 71K earlier. We're at 71.5. So we're up $500 since starting the stream here. Guys, I'm trading today on MEXC. I'm on Kraken Pro for my spot trade. I trade on Kraken Pro. If you're on Coinbase, get off. Get off. If you do nothing else, get off of Coinbase. I'm on Kraken Pro. Link in the description. I'm leverage trading today on MEXC. That's MEXCtrading.us. I've pinned a link in the chat. And I also trade on KCEX, KCEXtrading.com. Lowest fees, only 0.01% trading fees. That is market order fees. You're not going to find that anywhere. Oh, that's MEXCtrading.us. All right, guys, drop your alts in chat, whatever you want to see. Let's take a look at the poll. The poll lists 4 different altcoins, and I asked of these 4, and I understand you may be interested in others, which are you most interested in? 60% say Fetch AI, 20% on Thanos' XVG, followed by WorldCoin and Zcash split at 10%. I agree. Hey, I'm most interested in Fetch AI at this point. Fetch AI and WorldCoin. Zcash, if you come down and hit the target, the point of control, I'd be very interested in. But as is, I'm not interested in that, nor am I interested in XVG at current price. I think they're terrible buys at current price. However, I'm very interested in those if they hit the targets. WorldCoin and Fetch AI, I think, are coming lower. But even if not, I'm very interested in both of those at current price. They've already come down to the areas I'd like to see Zcash and XVG come down to. Drop your alts. Let's take a look at your alts. We're going to go into some Bitcoin stuff right now, though. But I would like your alts to start piling in if you want to see some of those. I'll be happy to take a look at those. Max wants to see XRP. Yeah, I'm going to circle back to XRP for you, brother. All right, we look at this chart all the time, guys. Europeans. Good afternoon from Germany. What's up, bro? What part of Germany you in over there? I like the Germans. Yes. I only know like one German word, though. It's not even a nice word, I don't think. Arsalak. Is that a word? Is that right? Arsalak? I'm not calling you an Arsalak. It's the only word I know. I read it in a book. I think it was called The Book Thief. The Book Thief, about a little girl, a German girl, or a girl in Germany, I can't remember. And she called somebody an Arsalak. He was the Grim Reaper. It's a weird book. It was a good book. So, we look at this chart a lot. Let's come back to it. I'm going to throw something else on here for you. We're looking at current price action on the right. And 2022 on the left. I'm on the daily time frame. So you can see just, it's undeniable, the similarity here. It's undeniable. The similarity in this area, okay? So at first, you out here at the top, before the bear cross, you move down, then you loopity-loop back up, and then boom, down, right? Same thing here. You move down, you loopity-loop back up, and then boom, straight down. Then you pop up and you consolidate sideways in this range, right? Not exact sideways, but you get the point. Same thing here, you pop up and you're consolidating in this range, right? Exact same. Gosh, dog, this is the exact same. Okay, as such, and I could zoom out, and I've done this 1,000 times. The whole area before this is almost the exact same also. So, but I've shown this on other charts as fractal, but I'm going to put it on this chart. And let's take a look. Boom. Undeniable, guys. Undeniable. This is what I expect. This is fully what I expect. And this is how I'm trading this. I'm playing this. I'm not even a fractal guy. I am not a fractal guy. And I know you're thinking I must be because I keep showing this, but you just can't deny how close this has been. And I don't mean just this area. I mean all of this, right? So what are we looking like here? I mean, look at how it just curves. You can see the waves. You can see the waves in both of these. Let me move this to the side. You can see the waves. Look at the blue. You come down, then you come up and wave before taking that out. Same thing, you come up here and you wave. So we're just looking to take this out and then come down. I mean, that's all you're missing here. That's all you're missing. That's it. I understand this doesn't look very strong, but I guarantee you before you popped up here, before you popped and did this, you didn't look very strong right here, right? It was trending down in smaller, look, down, smaller candles. It just looked like you're about to crash down, and then boom, out of nowhere, you popped up. I expect the same thing here, guys. What happened in this one, and again, this doesn't have to be exact, but you set a low here, right? Your first low on the first wave down, and then you came and took that low before taking the high, right? So you set a high, set a low, lower high, lower low. So you got high, low, lower high. Now we're looking for a lower low before taking this high and then coming down, right? You see that? I mean, I'm just looking for it to play the exact same way. The exact same way. Makes sense, right? Of course, it doesn't have to. You could roll over and head down from here, but I don't think so. I think we're headed to 72. What was this at? 72, 72.2-ish. I think we're going to take that out, man. I think we're going to head down. There it is. You see it. This is what I'm looking for, guys. Just like that. And I can assure you, when these blue lines were coming down, when they were coming down, look at the left side. When they were coming down here, getting down, these big purple candles here, people thought, oh, here we go. And when you broke this low, people started shorting, and they got trapped, and they got liquidated. When you break, if we break this low here, if we break that low where that yellow line is, people are going to say, oh, we're breaking down, and they're going to short. And that's when you can see this short squeeze up. Liquidate them. When you take this high, people are going to say, oh, we're breaking out. We're going to 100K. Liquidate them. Then that's what it is. You know, a bear market ends. A bear market finds a bottom when it's max pain, when everybody is wiped out. You're going to wipe these guys out. You're going to wipe these guys out. You're going to come down here, and everybody's going to be confused except for us. And here's where we're going to start accumulating and trading and buying and selling. And it's going to be good. It's going to be great, guys. Just be ready for this, guys. This is going to play out. I'm telling you. I believe this is going to play out. And if it heads straight down, so be it. We'll get here faster, and we'll be ready down here. So speaking of faster, we are on day 31. Okay, we're on day 31. You can see the stats here. We're on day 31 from the bear cross. Okay, this is your bear cross right here. This is your bear cross right here. It's the monthly 5 cross on the monthly 13. The green line is the monthly 55. Okay, we're on the bear cross 31 days. We're on currently day 31. Last cycle it took 40 days to reach the bottom. The cycle before that, 48 days. So within the next 2 weeks, we should be here at wherever the bottom is. Should be here at the bottom. Historically, at least. And given the fact that it's playing out so similarly, I both with timing and structure, I don't see much reason to think it's going to deviate from that from now, although it can. Europeans is in Berlin. Yeah, John, might even happen next week. Actually, that's what I expect. You know, who knows what happens today? And look, if you're looking at this, I actually have these blue candles lined up with current price. You can see it's candle for candle, right? This would take us in, you know, weekends usually suck, right? So this would take us into Saturday, Sunday, right? Saturday, Sunday, just kind of boring, sideways, nothing, small candles, right? And then Monday, Tuesday, kind of up in here-ish, Monday, Tuesday. And this could be Wednesday. This could be Tuesday or Wednesday, this top candle here. You've heard of false move Monday, midweek reversal. That's exactly what I'm expecting. A whole lot of nothing here on the weekend, right? False move Monday, midweek reversal. And so this is all next week. This is all next week. And probably by the end of the following week, we're down in here. So not next week down in here. I guess that would probably put us the first week of March, which is exactly what I've been calling for the entire time. Exactly what I've been calling for. Oh, I don't think you've been calling for that, man. Yes, we have. We've been calling for that. Faux show. I got it somewhere. I don't know which chart I got it on, but I got it on here. You guys know I've been calling for it. Yeah, here it is. I mean, it's on this chart here. I told you I put my box. The earliest I expected to happen would be February 26th, and the latest would be March 19th. So right in here. I got the fractal coming right in here the first week-ish of March. That's what I expect. This is what I expect. All right, guys, let's go take a look for Max, and I'll take a look at any of your alts. You may have one, you may have found one that we haven't looked at yet, or yours may have moved in the last couple days. We can take a look. I haven't looked at XRP in probably a week. Let's go take a look. Go to the weekly. XRP, gosh, dog. Let me adjust this just for... XRP, gosh. I did not have a green box on here, but I'll put one on here. So XRP winding down. I didn't update this chart as much as I thought I did, or at least didn't save it. I did used to have swing levels and stuff on here. But XRP has taken out the October 10th wick, okay, but it's still way too high. Same thing, nothing's changed here. I just didn't save this chart. We do have these weekly vector candles that will get recovered. I'm sorry, XRP Army, you're coming down. You will recover these in the bear market. So I would target here at the value area high. You can see just a tremendous amount of support right here. You even got some lower, but you may not come down that low. But I definitely think you come into this chop right here. Let's just do a range on that. Let's just do a range on that. And we'll throw it all the way back here. Yeah, I definitely think you come down in here. So for sure, you couldn't pay me to buy XRP where it is now. I think you come something like this. Oops. This is where I'd be a buyer at. I'm really anywhere from, call it 45 to 60 cents, somewhere in there. I wouldn't even consider buying this before 60 cents because you're definitely going to mitigate these weekly vector candles. You can see them. This big one, you could technically say that this little one has been mitigated because 50% of the wick came down mitigated, but there's not a fraction of a wick that leads into this one. So this vector candle right there, this lower vector candle needs to get taken out. So I would target somewhere around here. You'll probably get back to all-time high on XRP if I had to guess. So if you did come down here, let's call it 50 cents. All-time high, give you about a 6 to 1. About a 6 to 1, 600%. Not too bad. We've looked at a lot better coins, but you know, XRP is solid. Of course, anything can happen, but XRP is solid. Bitcoin pumping, guys. Bitcoin pumping. Ooh. Look at this fetch trade. Where are we at? Ooh, look, guys, we're up to almost 74K. We're up $2,300 since starting the stream on fetch. By the way, I bought fetch this morning on this account. I sold on the other account and bought on this account. That's why I switched over to this one. I had a sell order here. I think I may have moved it. I bought the dump. So I sold this morning. Let's save this. We'll come back because coins are moving, guys. I bought. Let me go to the hourly. I sold this morning when I told you I sold. Oh, gosh, I just missed this. I bought up in here, then I sold somewhere. But then I rebought this dump. We pull back. When Bitcoin hit the 702, I bought. That's what I keep telling you guys. When you are prepared to enter a leverage trade on Bitcoin, when you think Bitcoin is you're going to long, especially. That means you think the market's fixing to bounce. If you're altcoin trading, you should be in my opinion, not financial advice, you should be spot buying your alt at the time you're longing Bitcoin because you're expecting the market to rise. Your alt should rise with Bitcoin, so you can double dip that way. Likewise, when you feel like shorting Bitcoin, that may be the time you should sell your alt and secure your profits on your spot trade. And that's how I've been doing this. Oh, I just missed this. Gosh, dog it, I just missed this. Let me see, guys. Where's my sell order? 1708. I want to change this just because I'm up. Gosh, I just up $700 more. 1685. I just missed this. I wasn't paying attention. There's that bullish S&P report. There's that. This is what I mean by we need to do the U.S. market open at VIP trading because we could have nailed all of these trades. All of these. Like, I really want to sit here and watch this fetch AI and see if I need to take profit. Up $1,700 since starting to stream. But I just missed my sell. Front ran that golden pocket. Gosh, look at this wick. I just missed this, guys. Just missed this sucker too. Oh no, looks like we SFP'd this stuff. This was a beautiful trade and I had it. I had it. I had it. Oh well, it is what it is. Drop your alts in, guys. Whatever you want to see, we'll take a look at them right now. Bitcoin, goodness, look at this. Look at this. Bitcoin just ripped up to 68K and rejected back below POC. Gosh, what a move. That is a 1 minute candle, guys. That is a 1 minute candle. Did Trump tweet something? Something must have happened. Flashbang. New home sales came out. Was that what did it? New home sales. Wow, who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? I'm so disappointed I missed this fetch trade. I mean, I nailed the buy. I nailed the buy order. Right down here. But missed this. All right, guys. Drop your alts in. We'll take a look at some alts. I know somebody's got some other alts here they want to see. Yeah, we'll take a look. Max is Zcash. We looked at Zcash the other day, but let's take a look. Gosh, I missed that trade. I'm so mad. Let's go to the weekly on Zcash. We looked at it the other day. It's way too high, but it is coming down significantly. You can see the buy order box. Same thing here, just like XRP. He's got this massive imbalance here. Zcash is starting to come into it. It's got this big imbalance. Same thing. You've mitigated part of this big weekly vector, but you have not touched this smaller one here. You've not touched it at all, so you will come down and mitigate that, in my opinion. That's going to put you right down at point of control, and you can see just Zcash, big volume there, a lot of support and resistance at that area. Resist or support, resistance, even all the way back here. this is where you're coming, in my opinion. You could actually even get into some of this stuff here, right? But in my opinion, you're at least coming to here. You're going to mitigate that vector right there, come right into your support, and hopefully hold that. I would be an interested buyer there. And don't be surprised. I keep telling folks, everybody's like, wow, Zcash, oh my gosh, Zcash just mooned. Yeah, it's great. I mean, I'm not knocking it. It did a great move, but Zcash has been around since 2017, and it's done this every single time. So I don't know why folks are all of a sudden so surprised that Zcash did this. This is like what it does. So, this one's a little shorter, but I mean, it's done it every single time. So it's just a good coin. As of now, it's a good coin. I think it has a lot of potential. If it came down to point of control and then back to this high, that's 1,300%. That's one of the better ones that we've looked at if you get back there. As of now, worst case scenario would be this little high right here, which is still at 900%, right? Because chances are there'll be much more liquidity there because nobody shorts the top because you don't know it's the top. So you short the drop, you got the drop, retrace, short there. So worst case scenario, you're probably getting 900% if you come there. And of course, you could also set a new all-time high, just like it did this cycle. Well, it didn't. It did not set a new all-time high, but it came close. Just barely missed this all-time high back here. So we like Zcoin. We do not like Zcoin at current price. If this were to be the bottom and you came back to the high there, you're only about less than a 200%, which is not terrible. But we do not like Zcoin where it is now. I think if you bought Zcoin now, you're going to go into massive drawdown as you come down here, like 80%. A little patience should pay off here. Probably worst case scenario for Zcash is you still come down to value area high. Look at you got a series of lows. This would also be a good target area if Zcash can be uber strong. Look where you kind of held right here. You got some good support and resistance here at the orange line. If you're going to be uber strong, you see here you got support and resistance right here, right here, right here. All these here, 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 here. You could look at depending on how long it takes to get down there. If it's getting a little late in the bear run, and Zcash is just looking super strong, and it's kind of things are looking like Bitcoin is bottoming out, and you get to there, this would be a good buy area because you may not make this. As of now, I would target this, and I would consider laddering in here about $85, which will still give you about 800% to the top. So I'd ladder in at 85, and I'm a heavy buyer at 55. Ladder in at 85, heavy buyer 55. But you can see this good clear support and resistance right here at this orange line, about $85. I have it at 83. Anywhere in there, 80 to 85 bucks. Uh-oh. Okay, guys, any others you want me to look at here? Max is the only one I want to see coins. H-bar. H-bar was in our trade rotation. I really haven't been watching it much. I haven't looked at H-bar in a minute either. So let's go take a look at H-bar. Let's take a look at H-bar. I haven't looked at this, gosh, in a while. At least a couple of weeks because we've already taken out this swing low. That's gone. That's the October 10th low. At the time, I told you we would come take this low. I think Altcoins take their October 10th low. This one has. Same thing as several of these coins we looked at. You have this weekly vector down here that I think will get mitigated. You got a lot of levels down here, too, for H-bar. You got a monthly level, a weekly. You have 2 monthlies and 2 weekly levels down here, along with this good swing low down here that was front ran before. You front ran it right here. I do think you come down and get this. You can see H-bar has spent a lot of time down in this area, a lot of time. Even back here, it was kind of resistance area before you finally broke out. Then you return to it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So I think this is about to be time number 7. I would start looking to buy in there about 4 cents. 4 cents all the way down to 3 cents. So 3 to 4 cents here. H-bar. So I like H-bar. It has good potential. It's one of the, you didn't set a new all-time high, but you came pretty close here. You did much better than most coins. This coin looks strong. If you did come down here, let's say the swing low right at 4 cents. To the cycle high be 900%, but even if you just came and took this wick high here, which is what I would target for most coins, not new highs, but this wick high, looking about a 660% if you were to come here, give or take. So it's a good, strong coin. It's not your moon coin. We've certainly looked at ones that could be better. I mean, this thing could go to $10 for all I know. But just technically, from what you've got showing, it's a good, strong coin. It looks strong and solid, and you're not going to get the moon return. But, I mean, 600%, it's pretty dang good. I know folks are used to like 1,000%, 500% altcoins, but those days are dead. You'll catch one every once in a while, but 99.99% of them will not. So this is a good, strong investment coin, in my opinion. But not at current price. You'll get a better opportunity. You will get a better opportunity. I'm so bummed we missed this fetch. I got the buy, missed the sell. The tariff decision on Supreme Court, is it out? Did it come out? Okay, the Supreme Court ruled a flashbang, guys. Dang it, flashbang. It looks like Supreme Court overturned the tariffs, guys. This is bullish. This is bullish. I understand we're kind of dubbing down now. This is liquidation stuff. This is bullish. This should be bullish. Obviously, it's bullish. You saw the initial reaction. Hang on one second. This is huge, guys. We need to get into this. It is absolutely dumping, though. Oh, my gosh. Look at this dump. This is bullish news, guys. Here's the problem, guys. It depends, and I don't have time to go through this right now, but it depends on how the ruling was. So did they just rule against Trump and the tariffs and say, okay, well, we can't do those anymore? Or did they rule and say we have to pay back the money already collected? And that's where you have to get into the nitty gritty that I don't have time for. If they said we rule against Trump, you just can't do them anymore, that is bullish. If they said, and now we have to pay back the trillions of dollars or whatever it is that it was collected, that is super bearish. Okay, so it just depends on how it was worded, if that's even been released yet. And I'm trying to just kind of I think this is going to be bullish, but again, it's going to take time. We're going to have to get in and see how they. I mean, obviously, we're not going to be able to read the entire report, but we'll just have to see. We'll have to see how it was structured, but I think this is going to be bullish, guys. This could be the catalyst. Never mind this big violent swing. That's liquidations. That's just volatility. This could be the catalyst that sends us up here, guys. There's always a catalyst, even though we've been calling for it in the market chart. Everything says it. There's always a catalyst. I think this is your catalyst. I just don't like that we missed the fetch. I don't like that. Gosh, dog. Still up 1,600 bucks. Well, we were up right at $3,000. I missed it. This is bearish though, guy. Bullish, excuse me. West Coast wants to see SEI. Let's go take a look at SEI. Oh, no wonder. Man, dude, I'm not knocking you West Coast, but you have a history of giving us the worst coins to look at. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is almost as bad as Pi. In fact, this might be worse. At least with Pi. Pi was released way up here and went straight down. This one had an opportunity to go up, and they said no. Dump down. This is bad, man. This is terrible. I wouldn't touch this. You already know why. You were released, and I know you can't go by a release amount. You can't go by that. But nonetheless, you were released way down here, and you're dang near at it again. You had initial run up, sell off, blah, blah, blah. Then you ran up for whatever this was, bull market. Cycle high, right? Came to a cycle high here. I'm so terrified to even throw this on here. Gosh, dog. Come on, bro. You have changed, other than this initial bogus release amount, which may not be so bogus after all in this coin. You've changed structure and everything. Look, even when you set the first high, boom, or first low, excuse me, you've taken that out. You've taken that out. You are on a major down trending market series of lower highs and lower lows. This looks terrible. And goodness gracious, if you take that out, you could go sub 1 penny. There's no chance I would touch this. However, if you were to just kind of come down here and double bottom, your first target area would be this, of course, would be this, right? You're kind of, well, really, it would be this because you actually set a new high here. Here, that's terrible. But even if you did come up here, 5 to 1, 500%, I don't like it. I don't think you ever come back up there again. This coin looks that bad, unless you have some huge fundamental news behind it. I have no idea, nothing about this coin. But let's say you came down here, double bottomed, right? Maybe even lost it and created some bullish divergence. You're probably, if I had to guess, going to come and take this high right here, right at point of control, and that's going to be all she wrote for that. This just doesn't look good, which would give you about 150%. I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. Not quite as bad as Pi coin, but it's definitely giving it a run for its money. I would highly encourage you not to think that this coin is going back to all-time high. I don't think you come close to that. It's just a massive. You've held no bullish structure whatsoever. I mean, even if you could say, you're holding this, the key, bro, is you've lost this. You've lost this low right here. So you can't even say I'm in this descending wedge, I'm going to break out. No, because you actually change. Let me remove some of these lines. You changed market structure on the macro. Not just this downtrending, descending wedge. You changed it on this, that. You've now changed the whole thing right here. So now you can just look for a lower high and a lower low. Losing this was the key, in my opinion. It's one thing to wick it like this October 10th, but then when you've now come back and confirmed closures below this just doesn't look good, man. It doesn't look good. You're still my guy, though. You're still my guy. One of these days, you're going to give us a really good one. I'm going to be like, bro, you're on to something now. Just giving you a hard time, brother. Any others before we get out of here? Let's take a look back at Bitcoin. What are we doing? We're bouncing, trying to bounce a little. I think this could be the catalyst that gets us up there, guys. This is probably gonna be volatile the rest of the day, though. So don't expect. You got people like scrambling right now. Everybody just get wiped out. Everybody. These are 1 minute candles, guys. These are 1 minute candles. Everybody longed the news, came up here, boom. Then they got wiped out, boom, with this move down. Everybody that was long in all this candle just got wiped out. Everybody that had shorted this right here, everybody that said, oh, gosh, we lost point of control, we're headed down, they got wiped out here. Everybody long the news got wiped out here. Everybody's getting wiped out. The dust is going to settle here, and this should be bullish news, okay? But this could get violent a little more before the trend sets in. Okay, guys, but this should be bullish. I fully expect, especially with this news, this to play out, right? I fully expect this. We got the high here. Fully expect to come take the high and then move down. This is bullish news. Well, let me be clear. No amount of bullish news is bullish news in a bear market, right? No amount of good news is good news in a bear market, okay? I don't care how good the news is in a bear market, you're still in a bear market. So subpar, lackluster pumps to the upside, big dumps to the downside. So as bullish as this might be, you can only go so far on it, right? Just like in a bull market. Come out with some bad news, yeah, you might get a 5, 6, 10% pullback on Bitcoin, but ultimately you're still going up another 80% on the next leg, right? Same thing. So this is good. This is good for our fractal. I like it. All right, guys. Well, if you don't have anything else, I'm going to roll. Just remember, one more thing. Just remember, Monday, 8:15 Central Standard Time, U.S. Market Open will be VIP Discord only. If you want to be a part of it, go to anthonyleecrypto.com/bang. Come on over here. Sign up for our VIP Discord, our mentorship, or link in the description below. I will be doing the more comprehensive stream Monday, but it'll be after U.S. Market Open. And I'm thinking to kick off this new format that I'm probably going to give away like $500, maybe $1,000 on the live stream Monday. Not the VIP live stream, but the comprehensive live stream. Depending on how many folks we get in here, I'm going to give away 500 or 1,000. We'll see. If we get a lot of folks, I'll give away 1,000. Few folks, 500. Just to make everyone aware that we are moving times. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it for me. I'm going to get out of here. I'm out for the weekend, but I will be in Discord. So I'll be monitoring this. I am long on my alts as of now. We're up $34,000. Just showed you guys a little more than that now, because this is up $2,000 since we started the stream. So we're up $36,000. on the month for February. Just spot trading alts. We're probably up another $8,000 on leverage trades. Anyway, it's a good month. I love you guys. Europeans, you're welcome. I will see you guys next time.